Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get richer every year while others stay stuck no matter how hard they work? It's not always about luck. It's not always about a big salary either. After studying how wealthy people actually manage their money, I noticed something surprising. It's not what they do that sets them apart. It's what they refuse to do. There are 5 specific money habits that keep people broke, and the wealthy avoid every single one of them. If you're doing even one of these, it could be quietly draining your financial future. So let's go through them one by one. The first habit is spending money to look successful instead of actually building success. This one is everywhere. New car, designer clothes, the latest phone, a lifestyle curated for social media. It looks impressive from the outside, but it's often funded by debt or by money that should be going somewhere else. Wealthy people rarely fall into this trap because they understand a simple truth. Nobody who matters is keeping score, and the people who are impressed by material things usually aren't the people you want to impress anyway. I remember when I was younger, I saved up for months to buy a flashy jacket just so I'd look a certain way at an event. Looking back, that money could have been the start of my first investment. Instead, it sat in a closet doing nothing for me. As the saying goes, too many people spend money they haven't earned to buy things they don't want, to impress people they don't like. Wealthy people spend on things that generate value, not things that generate attention. The second habit is avoiding the numbers entirely. Broke isn't always about how much you earn. It's often about not knowing where your money is actually going. A lot of people can tell you their salary down to the last cent, but have no idea what they spent on takeout last month. Wealthy people, on the other hand, treat their money like a business. They track it, they review it, and they know exactly where every pound or dollar is working for them. This doesn't mean obsessing over every purchase. It means simply being aware. When you know your numbers, you can make informed decisions instead of guessing and hoping it works out. A budget isn't about restriction, it's about control. And control is something broke habits actively avoid, usually because facing the numbers feels uncomfortable. The third habit is relying entirely on one paycheck with no other income stream. There's nothing wrong with having a job, but if your only source of income disappears the moment you stop working, you're in a fragile position, and most broke habits stay stuck in that exact spot for years. Wealthy people build multiple streams of income. This could be investments, a side business, rental income, or royalties from something they created once and continue to earn from. The key difference is this. Broke thinking says, I need to work more hours to make more money. Wealthy thinking says, I need to build something that makes money whether I'm working or not. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It usually starts small, a side hustle here, some invested savings there, but over time, those small streams start to add up, and suddenly your income isn't tied to just one source anymore. The fourth habit is never learning how money actually works. A lot of people leave school without ever being taught about credit, investing, taxes, and compound interest. And instead of filling that gap later in life, many people just avoid the topic altogether because it feels intimidating or boring. Wealthy people do the opposite. They read books, watch videos, ask questions, and treat financial education as an ongoing process, not something you learn once and forget. Warren Buffett reportedly spends up to 80% of his working day reading. That's not a coincidence. The more you understand how money moves, the better decisions you make with it. You don't need a finance degree to change this habit. You just need to be willing to learn a little bit every week. Even 10 minutes a day adds up to real knowledge over a year. The fifth and final habit is letting emotions drive financial decisions. This shows up in different ways. Panic selling investments the moment the market dips, impulse buying something because of a bad day, avoiding a necessary financial conversation because it feels uncomfortable. Broke habits are often reactive. Wealthy habits are calculated. This doesn't mean wealthy people don't feel emotions about money. They absolutely do, but they've trained themselves to pause before reacting. They ask, is this decision based on logic or is it based on how I feel right now? That single pause, just a few seconds of reflection before a financial decision, can be the
Welcome to the
difference
5
between
key
building
steps.
wealth and
Let's look at
slowly
them.
losing it. So
1,
there you have it, 5
2,
money habits
3,
that quietly keep
4,
people stuck,
5.
and 5 habits the wealthy avoid without even thinking twice. The good news is that none of these require more money to fix. They require awareness and a willingness to change your patterns starting today. If you recognized yourself in one of these habits, don't worry, most of us have been there. The point isn't to feel bad about the past, it's to make a different choice moving forward. If you found this valuable, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps this channel grow. If you want to see the habits wealthy people actually practice every single day, I've got a video on that right up there. But don't click it just yet. Make sure to subscribe if you want to grow your wealth. I'll see you over there.